Do you want to learn how to do more pull-ups? Well, I'm about to show you. Because in this video, I can promise, even if you've never done a pull-up, maybe you got 5 to 10, you're gonna be able to do more. And it's all about plugging energy leaks. But first, I have a question for all of us to think about. So obviously when we work out all of our other muscles, right, like our biceps, or for most people, right, they hit that dreaded leg day, and then your legs are sore till like Friday, and you worked out like last Friday. Our muscles get sore. But what I want you to think about is your heart, right, the ticker. It's also a muscle. But if you run a marathon, even an ultra marathon, you do some crazy bike race, like the Tour de France guys, it's not like the next day they're like, dang, dude, like my heart is sore, bro. It's getting swole, right? So why is that? Because it's a muscle just like all the other muscles, right? I know it's different, it's cardiac muscle versus skeletal muscle. And I'm not gonna pretend that this is an original question that I have. I heard it in a podcast, but I literally had to like pause the podcast and think about it for like 20 to 30 minutes. So if you know the answer, you should comment below with that, because I like to see maybe what people are thinking, or if you do have the right answer. And then maybe in like a week or so, I'll put the actual answer, because I just think it's super fascinating. That is something that is working all the time, right? I'm sitting here right now, you're sitting there right now. Our heart is beating 60, hopefully-ish times a minute if we're fit, and it's not getting sore. I just think that's really cool. But let's get into the actual juice, the actual meat of the sandwich here, which is how to do more pull-ups. And how my brain works is wrong way first, right way second. So I'll show you the wrong way. And this is what I see all the time. So if I'm about to do a pull-up, right? The wrong way is gonna look like this. And you see it too often. I'm doing them, and I'm trying to overcome the swing at the bottom, and then the angle of attack gets all weird. And you can see I got the loosey-goosey, everything's moving at the bottom, right? And the reason that that's maybe stopping you from doing one pull-up, maybe even a couple, is that momentum is something that you're fighting on every single rep. So what we actually want to do is it's called plugging the energy leaks. So I'll show you the right way right now, and it's gonna look a little something like this. What I'm gonna do is actually flex everything from my calves, my quads, my hammies, my glutes, right? My core, everything. So when I keep that tight, this is what my pull-ups are gonna look like. And you'll see it's way easier to chain them together. So we're keeping it tight, and we're repping it out. I'm not fighting any momentum besides my shaky voice while I'm trying to talk to you guys. But when I'm keeping everything tight like that, you can see it's just a lot quicker to hit those reps. So that's plugging the energy leaks. Really all I'm doing is I'm plantar flexing, right? I'm pointing my toes down, flexing my calves. I'm completely contracting my quads, pulling in my glutes, and then flexing my core. And by doing that, it's keeping the whole structure more rigid, and you're not swinging around. And I guarantee if you do this, you will do more pull-ups right away. Even if it's one more, that's still like, right, my promise to you is still true. So now what we're gonna do is go to the ground, and we're gonna do push-ups, because the same kind of concept applies, and I'll show you how to do more push-ups by plugging energy leaks as well. All right, so we're on the ground now. I'm about to show you how to do the push-ups by also plugging the energy leaks, but we're also gonna show you how to do it wrong really quick. So, similar to the pull-up, what you don't wanna do is lose any sort of energy with, I guess, like flexibility or like laxity, right, in the system. You wanna be as rigid as possible. So, if you do a push-up and you kinda have, you can kinda see my back is sagging a little bit as I come down, or any of these sort of things, and my legs aren't super structured. It's not as obvious as the pull-ups, I know that, but you're still losing something. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put my feet together, I'm gonna flex my glutes, I'm gonna push my calves up, flex my quads, and then I'm gonna look up, and then I'm gonna do push-ups. And you can see, it's just a lot quicker, and you're gonna be able to chain a lot more together. So that's all there really is to it. And as Ted Lasso would say, if you haven't watched that show, I highly recommend. Literally everyone who watched that show, it's just, you leave and your heart is bigger. It's a whole experience, right? But as Ted Lasso would say, you gotta do the KISS principle, which is keep it simple, smarty pants. Not stupid, right? We're keeping a PG here. And that's all this is to it, right? With the push-up, with the pull-up, you gotta keep it simple, plug the energy leaks, you'll be doing more reps, and be looking for the next video I'm about to do. It's about lifting in pain. Should you do it? What kind of pain you have? Is there different methodologies of what type of lifting you should do, what you should avoid. I think in that aspect, I'm a non-official expert of lifting in pain. I've done it for like the past 10 years. I've had various different things. So I'm very qualified by not being qualified to talk to you guys about it. So that'll be my next video. Be on the lookout for that. But until next time, happy lifting.